What's happening, guys? You want to come on a road trip with me? Too bad, you're coming. Well, now we got gas, guys. Gonna get some breakfast and then find a tire shop because I ended up rotating my tires 2 days ago. And the truck is shaking like crazy, so I'm gonna rotate them back. I think I know what the problem is, but since I'm getting on the trip, on the road, I'm just gonna rotate them back and fix it when I get back home, so we'll see. Well, what's happening, guys? Hopefully the camera's not shaking too much. The truck is shaking a lot. So I'm gonna stop by a Ford dealer up here. I just went by and got a quick tire rotation because I thought that was what it was. And I had it balanced and rotated and an alignment done before I went on this trip. And still shaking pretty bad. So it wasn't shaking before all that stuff was done. Now it's shaking. So my rear driver's side wheel almost looks like it's wobbling. So I've got 3 minutes to the Ford dealer out here in the middle of just west of Gainesville, Texas. So I'm gonna stop by there and see what's going on. Hopefully we can fix it pretty quick because I've got another 9 hours on the road. So I'll touch base with you guys in a few. Well, alright y'all, I am having just the world of problems on the road today. So far I've stopped by 2 mechanics and 2 auto parts stores to try and find a solution to our problem. I think I figured out why the truck is vibrating so much, and I also think I figured out why the wheel looks like it's wobbling. And I think that's because I've got wheel spacers, which were not my first option, but I figured they would work, and the original studs from the truck stick out just a tiny bit. And so I don't know if over time it's worn out the wheel and now the wheel's sitting kind of off just a little bit, but I think that's probably the problem. So I went by O'Reilly's and I got this ghetto spacer here. That's a 1/4 inch spacer. That might help fix the problem temporarily. I don't think that's gonna be a permanent solution, but at least for the drive out today, because I'm still trying to get to camp at a reasonable hour, and I don't think I'm going to now, so kind of a bummer, but hopefully we can get over there, hit the trails today, get some trail footage, get to camp, and then enjoy some time. So tomorrow morning is only about a 5.5 hour drive out to Sedona, which is where we're going after this, and hopefully that'll be a better day. Hopefully we'll have some success on the road. So keep you guys posted. Catch you later.
They were just like a 1/8 of an inch or so too long.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Alright guys, well, we just got back on the road. I went to 3 different shops and 3 different parts stores to try and fix the issue. The truck is still shaking, but the rear wheel on the driver's side is not wobbling anymore. So huge thanks to Royal Tires and Brakes out of Wichita Falls. They went ahead and helped me chop off the ends of the studs there so that the wheel would sit flush. I'm still not sure what the shaking is about, but at least it's not unbearable, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. And I've had all the wheels balanced, so I might go back, try to balance them again. I don't know if they're off or what, so we'll figure that out. But on the road, finally, looks like right about 6 o'clock is when we'll hit the trail, and then probably at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes to find a campsite. So I've never been to this area before. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. I don't know the terrain. It says it's rated about a 5 out of 10 on the trail scale, so who knows what it's gonna be. It could be really easy and not that bad. Sometimes onX will raise up the difficulty level and it won't be as bad as what you think it is. So I think that's what this trail is gonna be, is a little bit easier, maybe a few obstacles, but hopefully we can get in there, get camp set up, find something to eat. I was gonna plan on going to the grocery store and packing up the fridge because I don't really have a lot of stuff in there, but we'll see if we have time for that as we get further. We still got about another 7 hours to drive, so I'll skip past obviously all those 7 hours. Won't tag you along for all that, but you'll see clips of it, I guess, maybe some time lapse, and we'll see you guys when we get to camp. So I took some video with my phone on the difference between what it looked like before and what it looked like after they went ahead and chopped off those studs. So you can see the 2-inch spacer that I've got on my truck and the studs sticking out about 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch max past those studs, or past that spacer. And then when they chopped them off, it was sitting flush or even set in this behind the spacer. So that should have been able to give the wheel enough room to kind of flatten itself right up against the hub there and not cause any kind of uneven seating. So we'll go ahead and put that video up on here just from the phone and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. But I'm glad that it's finally fixed. So that's a plus. All right, what's going on, guys? We are currently dead stop on I-40, which is setting us back quite a bit than the original timeline we had to get to camp tonight. But there's a little frontage road detour that I think will save us some time, so we're gonna try it. It could backfire on us because it seems like every time I come through New Mexico, especially on I-40, every single time there is an accident or construction that blocks up traffic. And a few of those times that we've done that, kind of gotten off on the side roads, on the frontage roads, those have had like gates and they've been closed. So we'll see. We'll see if we have luck. We're gonna kind of get on the frontage road. Hopefully it saves us some time. Google says it will, but Google's never right. So we'll check out that route and hopefully it does save us some time. But we should get to camp probably around dark. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of trail footage, so sorry about that, guys. If there is, hopefully I can get some, but if there's not, then we'll get some tomorrow for sure. But I should get up to camp probably around dark and kind of show, pop up the tent for the first time, which I would rather do during the daytime during light. But I meant to get that thing opened up. This is the first time taking the tent out. I meant to open it up and kind of take a look at it before the trip, but it's been raining in Texas the last couple weeks, so I didn't want to like get it all soggy and nasty. So, and here's a phone call, hold on. But regardless of that, we'll just open up the tent tonight, try to figure it out, and throw the bedding all up in there, and hopefully we can get everything set up, get dinner. I might pick up dinner instead of make it tonight, just to be a little faster, and yeah, that should work. Alright guys, well, it looks like the accident was a car hauler semi that had flipped on its side. I figured it was something like that because it was blocking all traffic and it was just dead stop. So we were really lucky to come up on it where we could get off the shoulder and come on this frontage road on this exit. So we've just bypassed probably a couple hours of time that we're sitting there at the road. So really grateful for that. At least we saved that time, but we still lost some time. So we're gonna try and make it back up. I'm gonna try and pick up something quick to eat, and then we're gonna get to camp, and maybe we can get some trail footage while it's still light out. So we'll see you guys in a few. First things first. Well, what's going on, guys? Finally made it to camp. Kind of got this new tent set up all right. Not really super happy with how I have it set up. Kind of a little disappointed in it, but nothing like major. Like there's this elastic piece that helps kind of the takedown of the tent to kind of keep everything inside, and I don't know how to unattach it, and it's just kind of like folding in the roof, so it's a little claustrophobic in here. because of that. But other than that, the ladder wasn't locking properly, and typically the fold-outs should hold themselves, and the ladder is just kind of like a additional support. But this one is really weak in that joint, and that didn't make me happy, because if for some reason the ladder fails in the middle of the night and I crawl out, that whole entire piece is just going to fold in half and break the tent. So not happy with the construction of that, but we'll check it out in the morning, see if there's anything I'm doing wrong. I think there's probably a few things I'm just not doing properly, so we'll have to fix that. But found a cool little spot off the trail. The trail was a lot more technical than I thought or expected it to be. I thought it was going to be a lot easier, but there were a lot of really deep ruts, pretty deep mud holes, and actually some rock crawling at some technical spots. Nothing too crazy, but definitely in the dark area that you don't really know. Trying to get to camp, it was a little bit more than what I had expected. But if we didn't get enough trail footage tonight, we will get some in the morning when I go back down. I think I'm going to go the exact same way that I went up when I head back down. So there are some pretty technical spots that I'll go ahead and film and try to get those on camera. But yeah, it was a lot of fun kind of crawling around, and made it to this spot, which was kind of an unexpected little campsite that I found, and cooked some dinner in one of those little make-ready meal kits, and that was kind of cool. It was just a little, I've never cooked with one of those, just like a little chemical pack, heat pack that you put in the water, and it boils the water and heats up the food. So that was the first time I did that, and it worked out pretty good. The food is good, but definitely not like a regular camp meal that I would eat all the time. But, however, we'll end up cooking a lot the next few days, so I think I'm going to get some sleep. Super tired after about 14-15 hours on the road. Kind of a crazy day, guys, with all the truck issues and the accident on the highway, getting to camp really late. It was kind of a crazy day. Not what I was expecting at all. So I'm super beat. I'm going to go ahead and crash. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, click that like button, subscribe, send a comment if you have any questions, and appreciate you watching. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See ya.